Aloha, this is Rod Same, Vice Principal at Waialua High and Intermediate School. This year, it's going to be my first year being a Vice Principal for the Intermediate School, and I want to thank all of you for joining us for watching our 7th grade orientation video. It is general school information. We're going to also go over policies and procedures, homeschool communication. We're going to also cover important dates. We're going to go over the school schedule. We're going to talk about student support services, and we're going to talk about student activities. Thank you. Now let's introduce our WIS 7th grade team. We'll begin with our core teachers. We have Miss Navarte, our math teacher. We have Miss Makaivi, our language arts instructor. Mrs. Miano, social studies. Miss Frillis, science. Mrs. Vidad Castillo, math and English. We would also like to introduce our elective teachers. We have Mr. Cablé, band instructor. Mrs. Flowers, PE. Miss Maraki, Hawaiian. Mrs. Ortegero, piano. Mrs. Platier, Spanish. Mr. Kusaka, Avid. Mrs. Pescaya, art. Mrs. Green, art. We would also like to introduce Mrs. Holdren, our intermediate coordinator, Mr. Verge Basilio, grade level counselor, and Mrs. Josephine Mudo, educational assistant. Let's go over our general school information. The first day of school for 7th graders will be August 4th and 5th. August 4th, we will have the red cohort with the last names A to K. On August 5th, we will have the gray cohort, last names L to Z. And the last day of school for students will be on May 28, 2021. The length of school days, our general times, will be 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. for the first 2 weeks of school. And it will be 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. for quarter 1. For further information, you may call 307-2400, and our office hours are from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now let's go over our attendance. As you can see on this slide, this actually displays our current school attendance policy. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic which is going, we had to make changes. So please refer to the student planner or the school website for more information. Now let's talk about our tardy policy. If your child is late to school, they will need a pass to be allowed into class. Tardy students may report to Ms. Holdren's office, and then their student ID will be scanned and their tardies will be tracked. The consequences are as follows. 3 tardies will equal after-school detention. 6 tardies will equal Saturday detention.
Down at the middle school, it is important for 7th and 8th graders to adhere to the cell phone policy. There will be absolutely no cell phone use during the hours of 8 to 2:30. All cell phone and electronic devices must be silenced and left in students' backpacks. Parents, please support teachers and administration and students with this policy. If you need to get a hold of your child, please call the office. A message will get to your child as soon as possible. If a student breaks the rule, the cell phone will be confiscated. Parents will need to pick up the phone in the office, and the student will need to do after-school detention. Student uniforms are an important part of middle school dress code. Uniforms can be purchased in the main office. Intermediate students must wear the school uniforms conventionally. This means uniforms cannot be draped over the shoulders, and our intermediate logo must be seen at all times. Shirts cannot be altered, sleeves and bottoms of the shirt should not be cut, shirts should not be tied or turned inside out. If a student wearing a hoodie, sweater, or long sleeve shirt without a zipper, the uniform shirt should be worn on the outside of the long sleeve shirt. Any appropriate zippered jacket will be allowed as long as teachers are able to see the school logo. If students are not in uniform when they come to school, they may go to the office and borrow a uniform. They will exchange their shirt for a uniform shirt. The students will need to wash and return the borrowed uniform. Should they decide not to return the uniform, the student will be given a $10 obligation for the unreturned uniform. If a student does not have a uniform or is not wearing a uniform properly, then the student will have detention during lunch or recess.
Uniforms can be purchased in the office. There are the older uniforms logo, which costs $7, And the newer logo t-shirts cost $10 each. School jackets are also available in the office. Pullover hoodies cost $22. Also for $28, there is a zippered hoodie.
Other important information: students must have their IDs on them at all times. Also, students will be issued a planner. A planner is a very vital tool that helps keep communication open between school and home, and it also helps students stay organized. So let's talk about off-limit areas. As Waialua High School and Intermediate is a combined campus, we have high school and intermediate students. It's vital that we do as much as possible to keep the intermediate and the high school separated. So on this slide that you can see here is a map of our campus, and in the shaded red areas indicate the paths that intermediate students will be able to walk through. So please take time to familiarize yourself with it, along with your son or daughters, to make sure that that we follow this path for their safety. Let's talk about WIS's meal program. WIS serves breakfast and lunch. Intermediate school students, the cost for lunch would be $1.10. Reduced price students for breakfast will be 30 cents, and a second and subsequent student breakfast is $2.40. For lunch, intermediate school students will pay $2.50. Reduced price students' lunches are 40 cents. Second entree is $2. Any second or subsequent student lunch will be $5.50, and we also offer bottled water and milk for 60 cents. Meals are available during breakfast, morning recess, and lunch. What will be very important is that you could follow the link below, the www.easyschoolpay.com, to create a student account, and then you could either deposit monies into your child's account, or you can come down to our school office and you could deposit monies into our account. Something that's very important to keep in mind is that payments are effective the next school day if the deposit is made after 8 a.m. So I'd like to take some time to talk about the Easy Meal app. One of the benefits that your child may be able to take advantage of is if they qualify for free or reduced lunch. It benefits, of course, by the reduced costs for meals, and it can also benefit the school. If WISC reaches a certain percentage of free or reduced lunch students, then they would qualify for what's called Title I funds. Title I funds are extra funds which really help support our students here at our school. So even though if you may feel that you may not qualify, I would encourage all of you to please just take some time, go to this website and apply, and you'll be notified if your child does qualify or not. And the applications are being accepted 1 week before school starts. School bus transportation services is from home to school and back. The DOE has a no refund policy, so you must choose your plan carefully before making payments. The flat rate for student bus passes are quarterly payment $72 round trip and $36 one way. One-way bus coupons are sold in sheets of 10 coupons for $10. That will be cash only, no refunds, and they can be purchased at our school office. Please keep in mind that bus passes are not transferable. Also, please visit the website below, and you can start an account to get your child onto bus services for the DOE.
Home and school communication is important to our faculty and staff here at Waialua High and Intermediate. Our school puts out quarterly newsletters, keeping our families abreast of what's been going on and upcoming events and happenings at our school. Our school community council meets on the third Tuesday of each month in our school's library. This is a time when we get to partner with school, home, and community and focus on continuing to make Waialua High and Intermediate School a better place for our students. Here, we discuss the many issues and concerns that arise during the school year. Another venue of communication is Principal Alexander's second cup of coffee. During this time, parents and community members are in a relaxing environment and are able to engage in friendly conversation with our school's principal. Second cup of coffee hours are held on the last Wednesday of each month. Please come out and join us at either one of these venues. We always welcome your thoughts, suggestions, and ideas.
Check out our school website at www.whis.k12.hi.us. So much information there that is important for all of you. The lunch menu, our newsletters, bell schedules and calendars. There's a link to Infinite Campus and so much more. Infinite Campus can be accessed through our school's website. Once you click on the Infinite Campus link on our school's website, you're going to choose Campus Parent and then input your username and password. Infinite Campus is used as an awesome communication tool between the school, the parents, and the students. You can keep track of attendance, academics. You can even use it to email teachers. There's even a app that you can download onto both your iOS and Android phones that makes notifications immediate. Let's talk about the calendar and the bell schedule for the first quarter. It's been modified from our normal routine. During the first 2 days, on the 4th and the 5th, only 7th graders and new students will be attending school. They will be broken up by their last name. So the red group of students are last names from A through K, and the gray group of students are the rest of the alphabet. So, for example, on August 4th, 7th graders and new students with last names beginning from A through K will be attending school from 8 o'clock until 11:30. They will have a special orientation session that will help get them transitioned to start the year. And then on the 5th, 7th graders with last names beginning L through Z will attend, and they will do the same orientation program. Okay. From the 6th through the 14th, students will be coming to school, all grades, depending on their cohort group of either red or gray. Once again, following the first letter of their last name. They'll be attending school from 8 until 11:30. So on the 6th, the red group, all students, all grades, will be attending their odd periods. So that means periods 1, 3, 5, and 7. On Wednesday, August 12th, there'll be a special dog schedule. So this time will be used to help students if they are falling behind, need a little bit of extra help. So after the first 2 weeks of school, the bell schedule will be extending until 1:30 in the afternoon. Still following the cohort rotation. So for example, on the 17th, the red group with last names A through K will be attending, and they will have their even classes, 2, 4, 6, and 8. On certain Wednesdays, we will be following the dog schedules for extra help for students who are having trouble, need a little bit more assistance from their teachers. And those will be on September 2nd, September 16th, 23rd, 30th, October 1st, and 2nd. So this is an example of a student schedule. You can see how it's laid out by period horizontally 1 through 8. Power block is the PB. It's their advisory, social, wellness program. Also, we incorporate some extra help for the students during that time. Vertically, it's listed by quarters. For most of the students' classes, the class will remain the same all year long, but what does change by semester pretty much is their exploratory wheels.
Aloha. This is Verge Basilio. I will be your counselors for grade 7. All students at Waialua High and Intermediate are assigned to a grade level counselor. The grade level counselor usually monitors students' academic progress and school adjustment. I am located in the middle of Q building under the awning. You can come and see me anytime that you wish. Come and see me if you're having difficulty with your grades, difficulty with your home, or any type of difficulty with your peers and other issues that you may be facing.
Welcome to our newest Bulldogs. My name is Cindy Shell and I'm the Student Services Coordinator. My job here at Waialua High and Intermediate involves being part of a team which ensures that all students are supported in order to experience student achievement. This year in particular, we have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic in some way, shape, or form. Our students may need assistance in not only dealing with our new routines and procedures here at school, but also coping with changes that may have occurred at home. Waialua High and Intermediate will continue to partner with parents to provide support that each student may need to navigate through their challenging times. Using the multi-tiered system of support that includes a continuum of evidence-based systemic practices, we can address and support the real-time needs of all of our students. Please feel free to contact me via email or phone if you have any questions or concerns. Aloha.
The middle school has several extracurricular activities and opportunities for our middle school students. Students can take advantage of our intramural sports. Currently, we have volleyball, soccer, basketball, football, and cross country available for students to participate in.
Aloha, my name is Cody Miyataki, the site coordinator for the Waialua After School All-Star program. If you are interested in joining our free after-school activities, you can see myself in K2 or pick up a form in the office, as well as picking up forms or going on our website to fill out a form at www.asashawaii.org. We have everyday homework assistance, snacks, as well as fun activities such as cooking, baking, arts and crafts, juice bar, STEM, and multi-sports. Since we are a hybrid plan going back to school, we will also have Google Classroom activities as well as in-person activities when you are on campus for that day. We will still be doing band, line dance, and robotics. So if you are interested in any of those programs, please feel free to fill out a form and get it back to me as soon as possible. For more fun activities you can do at home with your families, you can also follow us on our social media pages such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter at All Stars Hawaii. That's it.
Our Teen Center is exclusive for our intermediate students. It is a place for students to hang out, play video games, ping pong, and board games. It is also a great place for study groups and homework time. The Doghouse is located in V102 and is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2:30 to 4:30. Times and dates are subject to change.
Hi, I am Mrs. Marks, the school health aide. Before entering the 7th grade, your child is required to have their physical, TB shot, and updated immunization shots. Students who do not have these requirements will not be able to attend classes until all health requirements are complete. There are 3 new vaccines that are required for the 7th graders. That is the HPV vaccine, the MCV, and the T-TAP vaccine. It is very important for students to get these vaccines before the start of school. If your child did not get these vaccines, please schedule an appointment with your child's doctor as soon as possible.
We have a program called Kickstart that really helps to kick off the school year for the students. At this event, students can come and pick up their schedules, pay their fees. For our intermediate students, they buy their uniforms, lots of good things to help get started. This year, Kickstart will be on July 31st from 1 to 4 p.m. It will be held in Tanaka Square.